Earthquaker killed this pedal. Very, very thick and juicy, like a summer smoothie from Jamba Juice. Jason mentioned he liked the sustain, which is important if you want people to know just how long you can squeeze your little bitty finger down on the guitar. I legitimately need to know if there's a Guinness World Record for a single sustained guitar note. Pew-dee-pew!
All right! Woo! Yes!
It says the Eruptor. How many? It had how many knobs?
One.
That's baller as hell. This pedal freaking rules. Earthquakers made a few pedals that are like.
They're a very experimental company, I think.
Yeah, and I really like that. I was thinking of the one. It was like a ghost or something. It was a delay.
Well, there's the Afterneath. I like
Not
that one. This was like the ghost ship. I know it's not the ghost ship.
Maybe I'm thinking.
No, it was a ghost. I remember what you're talking about.
It had very few knobs, and it was like they're trying to mix a bunch of things together
with less parameters.
Yeah, and I appreciated them for wanting to make the pedal that way, but the sound was kind of like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This pedal, one knob,
fucking awesome.
So sick. Like,
I would buy this pedal. I would put this on my pedal board. I would fucking use the shit out of this pedal.
I really appreciate, I know like Waves had their like one knob plugins. I really do appreciate when people just sort of get to, cut to the chase as it were for like creative options.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just reminds you of like how it's fun to be creative. So in this case, you just have like this one knob made by a really high quality company, and they're just like, yeah, we don't want to get like too tweaky or too into it. We just want you to have like a better sound that is this, and this is how you turn it on. You just twist the one knob.
It makes me think of a Halloween Oreo because it's black and orange.
No,
that's my favorite Oreo. I don't know why.
What's your favorite holiday? Is it Halloween? I get why people like Halloween. I'm a little...
Leif Erikson Day.
Who's that? Does he remember?
Oh, Dingerlinger. You don't know Happy Leif Erikson Day from SpongeBob?
I know.
Dear SpongeBob, went to the store to buy more giant paper. Happy Leif Erikson Day.
I was listening to like an E40 song the other day, and there was like a sample, or he was like, maybe was it E40? Somebody was like doing like a noise in the background to like an ad lib or an accent, but it just sounded like when Patrick is trying to get SpongeBob's attention. So he's like, hey. So that's all I could hear. It's just all like the song's playing, and every once in a while somebody goes, hey, SpongeBob. I thought it was fucking great. No, I don't. So mine would be Thanksgiving. This pedal sounds so good.
You know what I would really like to do? I feel like I could create so many roomy Queen-style tones. So I would put this through like an amp and run the mic in a room.
Like lead tones?
Yeah.
Or sort of that crunchy.
I think you
like
could do both.
Because he does like some crunchy, like sort of... I always liked Queen's like the low end into the leady type sound.
Do you know a lot of their amplifiers for their guitars are bass amps?
That explains quite a bit.
Eric Valentine mics the cabs with 4 mics.
Everybody's names in these bands. I only know...
Well, Eric Valentine's a producer. He's a recording engineer.
Please go on.
And he did a video where he had to recreate the tones, but they're very secretive about how they make it. So he had to use like gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Queens guys because their tone and texture is so uniquely them, they don't want to be copied. So I get it. So he had an Ampeg.
Muse tried.
They had an Ampeg BA115, which is just like a single 15-inch cab, and then he also had a 410. And with the 115, he used an MXR, like a Blue EQ pedal, and it's just pushing mids, like 220 and 140 are like dying on this pedal. Like altogether at the end of the chain, because bass amps aren't super mid-rangey, they're boosting like 35 plus decibels in the mid-range, but because the speakers don't really push mids that way, it just has a really unique sound and it forces the amp to break up. And they use like an old Silvertone, and there's no pedals for distortion. It's literally just a bass amp being just crushed by mid-range on pedals. And then they do a direct mic. They do one, like if the camera is the mic, they do, or the cab, they have one like way over in the corner pointed up.
Where are you going?
Like way over in that corner. And they get really unique sounds, but that's what this pedal sounds like. It kind of has that really interesting mid-range sound. Like I'd run that through our Supro, and then I'm pointing, and they don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. And I point, and then I would
turn the camera if we want. No, leave the camera.
No, it's too much.
The room's been moved around, so I'm like rediscovering where things are now.
Yeah, getting that Supro done sucks. But like I would put that like in the floor over there, and then put like a 609 directly on it, or a 906, and then I'd put like my ribbon mic like here. And probably just you could get that sound. I love that. I love that super roomy. I like hearing, because this room is pretty dry.
Your cymbals just went doink.
Yeah. This room's pretty dry, but it does have a little, because there is still some area for stuff to reflect off of.
We're just like looking around.
Yeah.
Looking around at the room. But you don't see on camera, there's a big ass fucking light right there. Just look at it.
It's 36 inches in diameter. I mean, there's no kick drum that big.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yes!